Hello everybody, welcome to another week of Makers Monday, but with a twist today on a Tuesday. I am Anastasia Radloff, aka Stampin' Blondie, and I'm really excited to have you here with me today as I continue my holiday crafting card series. I hope you all had an amazing Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving weekend if you are following from the United States. My husband and I traveled to Florida to see some of our best friends and spent some days at Disney and just had an amazing overall fun weekend. I did not want to go back to work today. So let me just make sure that I'm live here on Facebook. If you're following along, make sure to comment, say hi, let me know where you're watching from. It's always fun to see where everybody is joining me from each week. Let's see, it looks like I am live here on Facebook, so let me just get that open so I can see your comments. If you're watching over on YouTube, I'm live over on YouTube as well. Make sure to comment there and I can see that you are watching there as well. Hi, Carol. I hope you had an amazing Thanksgiving weekend and you're all refreshed and relaxed and ready to go for the week. It's a little strange. Normally I come live to you on Mondays, but today is Tuesday. My whole week is already thrown off. I keep feeling like today is Monday because I went back to work today after the weekend and I'm doing my Facebook Live, but it's Tuesday and it's so strange to me. But I hope you all had a great weekend and you're ready to continue on with my holiday crafting series today. Now, last week, I was having some internet issues and, you just gotta love that technology. And I was going to bring you 3 projects featuring the Celebrate the Miracle stamp set. But instead, because I was not able to go live last week, and then I went on vacation, we are gonna do those projects today. So the Celebrate the Miracle stamp set is a stamp set from Stampin' Up's online exclusive. So it's not found in any of our catalogs. It lives exclusively online. And it's a great stamp set because Stampin' Up partnered with Jewish demonstrators to perfect this stamp set. They really made sure that these stamps are accurate and correct for those that are wanting to create Hanukkah cards. Now, I will tell you, I do not celebrate the holiday of Hanukkah, but I like to be able to have Hanukkah cards on hand for my friends that maybe don't celebrate Christmas. And so I'm excited to share these projects with you to maybe get you inspired to have some projects for those non-Christian friends on hand as well. All right, hi Penny, hi Melissa, I hope you guys had a great holiday weekend as well. All right, let's go ahead and swap the camera. I just have a couple of things to go over and then we will jump right into our projects. So the first thing is my November card class to go. Deadline to register for this is in 2 days, so Thursday is the last day. Now this features the Heartfelt Hexagon bundle. Here's what the stamp set looks like and the coordinating punch. You can add this on to your class kit. Now, card class to go means that you receive a project PDF tutorial and you can make the projects on your own schedule. There is not a set class date for this. It is whenever you are wanting to create, you will have all the materials that you need to create these projects. Now, this is a co-hosted class by myself and my best friend. We are the Bestie Stampers, and so this month we are bringing you the Heartfelt Hexagons bundle. Here are the 2 projects that I created for this class. This features the Masterfully Made Designer Series paper, so bright, fun, and bold projects to go along with these designs. So if you are wanting details on how to register for this class, there's a link in the description of this video with all the details that you need on how to register for our November card class to go. So this is, last day is Wednesday. You can add on the bundle if you don't already have it. If you already have it, you can register for the class, and I'm excited to craft along with you for that one. Next up is December's Club Craft and Create. I can't believe I am I already designed for December's Club Craft and Create. So what is the difference between Card Class to Go and Club Craft and Create? Card Class to Go, like I mentioned, is projects on your own time. So you receive a full color project PDF tutorial with step-by-step instructions on how to put those projects together. Club Craft and Create includes either an in-person here in Tucson or a virtual event via Zoom, which is recorded if you can't come to the live event. So that Club Craft and Create offers the live class option with that event. So this month we're featuring the Translucent Florals bundle. So here is the stamp set. This is in our Stampin' Up! Catalog. I think this is in the catalog, or it may be an online exclusives. I think this is in the September through December mini catalog. Right now I have 3 catalogs on the brain. I've got September through December, January through April, and also our annual catalog. So it's kind of hard to figure out what's online and what's not right now. But Translucent Floral stamp set is what we'll be using. We'll be creating 4 projects to each of these 4 different designs, and you'll receive a package of the coordinating designer series paper, which is on the online exclusives. I do know that one for sure. So here are a sneak peek of those projects really quick. You'll receive the iridescent ribbon, the flat pearls, and a package of that designer series paper. Deadline to register for this class is December 8th, and the in-person class here in Tucson is December 19th, December 20th for those that are not local to me here in Tucson or want the Zoom option. So if you want to sign up for this class, again, link is in the description of this video. It tells you all about Club Craft and Create, what you get for that price, and everything that you'll receive from this month's kit. All right, let's move on to Prize Patrol. So each week, if you are new, welcome. I do something called Prize Patrol. All you have to do is share this video, comment that you shared, because sometimes your security settings don't always allow me to know who has shared and who hasn't. But I offer a prize each week. So 2 weeks ago, the prize was the real red and gold dotted metallic ribbon. So very beautiful ribbon. This is an online exclusive from Stampin' Up! The winner of this is, I'm sorry if I mispronounce your last name. It's Roberta Avil Stachel. I hope I didn't butcher that too much, but I apologize if I do. But Roberta, congratulations, you are this week's Prize Patrol winner. I do not have your address, so you will need to message me that so that I can get you that in the mail. So congratulations, Roberta. Thank you for sharing my video. You are this week's Prize Patrol winner. Now, the prize for this week's Prize Patrol are the Hand-Drawn Dots stamp set. If you remember back November of last year, if you've been following me, I got to present at Stampin' Up's On Stage demonstrator event. There were almost 700 demonstrators in attendance, and I presented this stamp set. So the Hand-Drawn Dots stamp set is our Prize Patrol for this week. It is a full background stamp set, beautiful dots. They are abstract. You can use it as snow for Christmas time right now. So the Hand-Drawn Dots is our Prize Patrol stamp set for this week. All you have to do is share the video, comment that you shared, and you are entered into Prize Patrol. All right, let's jump into our projects here today. Like I mentioned, we are going to be using the Celebrate the Miracle stamp set. I mentioned earlier, I do not celebrate Hanukkah. So I do not know the meanings of the symbols on the dreidel, but I have friends that are Jewish and I want to give them a card or a little gift during the holiday season. So this is a perfect stamp set for that. Now on the blog, it was last Sunday, but you know, I was intended to be presented last week, I shared this card, which it may be kind of hard to see with the lights, but it says "Celebrate the Miracle" down here in crushed curry. And this is the Countryside Inn Designer Series paper, which works really, really well with this stamp set because of the blues that can tie into Hanukkah. So this was the card that I already shared with you guys. But today we're going to be creating 3 more projects with this stamp set. Now this stamp set, it does not have any dies or punches or anything to go with it, but some of the stamp images are very easy to fussy cut. I know I saw Veronica's on here, and I know you don't like fussy cutting, Veronica, but these are very, very easy to fussy cut. We have some straight lines and some rounded edges. So if you want to recreate these projects, they're very easy to fussy cut out. So here is one of the projects that we're going to create. I shared this one just a minute ago on my Facebook page. Now this uses the Hanukkah spelling with the H at the beginning. I apologize, I do not know the difference between spelling Hanukkah with an H and Hanukkah with a C. So there may be like a more traditional way to spell it, which both of the spellings are here in the stamp set, so which is great. So this is the first project. The second one, we have the menorah here. I used the spelling with the C, so this is the one, and I am not gonna fussy cut out that menorah, but again, with this designer series paper, a very clean cut project. And then I had to go a little more advanced with the embossing folder, some fussy cutting of these dreidels, again, rounded edges. Veronica, I see you on there. Rounded edges, very simple to fussy cut out there. Now, if you're wanting to create these projects this week, I have a class kit to go. So this is what the class kit comes with. It has everything that you need to create the 3 projects minus the stamp set. If you place an order of $35 on my Stampin' Up! Website using the host code that's on the screen here, I will send you the project pieces for the 3 cards. And then if you place an order of $50 or more, you'll also receive the embellishment of the week. Now I am using, these are the festive pearls. Now, I like these because you can use these for Hanukkah, Christmas, or any other kind of holiday projects that you want to create. There's red, green, silver, and gold in the pearls, so a plethora of holidays and actually non-holidays that you can use these pearls for. So this is our embellishment of the week. $35 order. Prior to shipping and tax gets you the kit, and $50 or more with the host code gets you the festive pearls as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Don't forget, on my website each week, stampinblondie.com, you can print out the project PDF tutorial. Now, I will, just a little caveat, because my internet wasn't working last week and everything, this says the host code is valid until November 25th. I have extended that until December 1st. So if you place your order by December 1st, then you'll receive the card kit and the pearls. So just disregard that part on the PDF tutorial and the website as well. But it has all of the item numbers, prices, and the dimensions of the 3 projects that I'm going to be creating here today. And I'm excited to show you those. So let's go ahead and jump in. We are going to work on this project first. I will admit I do not use Very Vanilla very often, but I wanted to create a project using Very Vanilla with this designer series paper. Now this Countryside Inn Designer Series paper does have a lot of notes of white in it. So like here's the other side, it's white. But if you use this side here, you can use the Very Vanilla with it. So it's perfect. All right, we have our card base Very Vanilla 4 1/4 by 11 scored at 5.5. And again, all the dimensions are on that PDF tutorial, so you don't have to write any of that down. And I get to use Very Vanilla envelopes. I hardly use those, and I have a lot of them. All right, our designer series paper is going to go on first with our Stampin' Seal. So let's get that going here. I have already pre-die cut with the Radiating Stitches dies. These are also a online exclusive item, is our piece here. They have these fun little stitching around the outside. And we're going to stamp our menorah. Let me get all my pieces here. They're kind of probably all stuck together from 2 weeks ago. But we've got boho blue for our menorah. We're going to use smoky slate for the candles, and the flame is going to be crushed curry. And then our sentiment is just going to be tuxedo black memento ink. So we will start with our menorah first. The base is going to be boho blue. Again, a color I don't tend to use too much, kind of that dusty blue color, but I figured with this designer series paper, it's always fun to kind of get out of your comfort zone and try something different. So boho blue is what we're going to use. Put that there. All right, next are candles. So this stamp, you can see the stamp set here. You have the menorah, the candles, and the flames. They're 3 different stamps, but because it's a photopolymer stamp set, you can see exactly where you're stamping. The only thing with this is that you want to make sure, my stamps are stuck together. Here we go. You want to make sure that your candles and flames are going the right way. So this one candlestick in the middle goes higher. So you want to make sure that your candles are going the right way. Smoky slate is what we're going to use for that. There. And that's going to go right there. And then our flames, crushed curry, little tiny stamps here. These ones are a little easier to make sure you've got them going the right way. And there. So we have our menorah, our candles, and our flames there. Now we're gonna stamp our sentiment. So this, the 2 sentiments, you have Happy Hanukkah with the C, Hanukkah with the H, 2 different fonts for both of those. So depending on which font you prefer, you can kind of mix and match them. So we are going to find the Happy. So here's Happy, and then Hanukkah with the C. And I just have scraps of boho blue here. So this is a great project to use some of your scraps on. So let's do our larger Hanukkah first. And that'll go there. And then our Happy is just gonna go, it's just a smaller piece of spare paper that I have. Now you could hand cut these out, but I'm just gonna use my paper trimmer really quick to kind of trim off these, and then we'll trim it down with our scissors. Then I'm not cutting it crooked, and I have plenty of leftover cardstock if I want to use them on another project. Then we can take our scissors and trim these edges down here squared. There we go. Right. Melissa, I'm glad you like the card. I'm happy that you like these. Like I said, I don't celebrate Hanukkah, but it's fun to just kind of work outside of your comfort zone a little bit. All right, we're gonna take our multi-purpose liquid glue. This is a brand new liquid glue, so it's kind of already coming out of the holder. And we're gonna add this, so it's gonna hang off the side here a little bit. And then Happy is gonna go right above it here. And I just got glue all over my fingers, so that'll make our next projects really fun because I have sticky fingers now. All right, the back of this, we're gonna add our dimensionals. Make sure to use those leftover dimensional pieces from the edges. Don't let those go to waste. Got all these nice ones on the edge here. Go. And we're gonna add 3 of the silver festive pearls to this. This will go, it's not gonna go right in the middle of our card. It'll kind of go off to the side, just so our Hanukkah sentiment will hang off this stitching here. There we go. This will go right there. All right, and we're gonna use silver pearls and our take your pick tool. We're gonna add 2 in the upper portion here of our stitching die, and then 1 right down here below the sentiment. And there is our first project today with the Celebrate the Miracle stamp set. I hope you guys like this one. Very simple, so even if you are a beginner stamper, you could put this together. No tying of bows or fussy cutting on this one, but very simple to be able to create that project for all of your Hanukkah friends. All right, our next project we are going to create is this one right here. I love this one. So the stamp set has this spin and then spin, really emphasized, but I just wanted to do spin twice. You could do spin, 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 which is kind of a saying, but I just wanted to keep it to 2 spins. So we have a piece of Night of Navy cardstock. And we're going to use that white side of our designer series paper, but this is cut to 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Use our bone folder to crisp up our line there. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to build our background. So we have a piece of boho blue cardstock and basic white cardstock. Now I've already pre-embossed this. Let me make sure I'm telling you the right thing. This is the Distressed Tile embossing folder, and this is from the September through December mini catalog. So you can kind of see, now it is distressed, so there's kind of these missing embossed pieces. When I first got my embossing folder and I ran it through the machine, I thought my embossing folder was broken. But then I looked at the picture in the catalog just a little bit closer, and it is supposed to have these kind of missing embossed pieces, so it's definitely supposed to look like that. I thought I had gotten a defective one at first, but when you're using embossing pieces, you want to make sure to use multi-purpose liquid glue, because that will really get into those kind of crevices of the embossed paper and help it adhere to the other one just a little bit better. Did I not cut this down? Yeah, I'll have to trim off that excess there. I guess I didn't cut down my boho, but we'll do that. And then this is gonna go right in the middle of our card base here. So we have that Countryside in designer series paper. That works great for these Hanukkah projects. I was really looking for some blue designer series paper, and this just kind of stood out to me the most. So it's perfect. And we're just gonna trim off that part that I forgot to cut off. So it'll all be flush with our paper. There we go. So right down the middle. Now I've pre-punched out a piece of Night of Navy cardstock. This is the 2 3/8 circle punch, a great size circle punch, so I can, I have all my circle punches still. So some of our circle punches are still on the online exclusives. We do have the 2" and 1 3/4, but I like to keep all of my circle punches still. I never get rid of them. But this is the 2 3/8" circle punch. So I just added that to our card base, and we're gonna glue this now to our Night of Navy cardstock. And that'll go here, right there. Veronica, I love that it's not retiring because it's a great embossing folder. It really is. It goes with so many different things that it doesn't just have to be like a certain occasion. Like, it's not like a Christmas folder. It's not a Halloween folder. It really kind of just goes with a bunch of different things. All right, we're gonna do our dreidels here, and I just have a spare piece of white cardstock, and the stamp set has 2 different dreidels, so I'm gonna stamp and cut them both out. Like I said, I don't know what the symbols mean on them, but I will do both, and we're gonna stamp that in crumb cake ink. So this go here, and just like I said, spare piece of white cardstock, and we'll stamp those there. I think I need to re-ink my crumb cake. Looks like it's needing some re-ink. All right, these we are going to fussy cut out. Very simple to fussy cut. The hard part is the top of the dreidel. So we're going to get that bulk paper out of there and just quick fussy these out here. Hi, is it Zana or Zana? Hello from the UK. I apologize if I said it wrong. Thank you for watching. Hope you are enjoying my projects here today. So we've got these 2 little dreidels here. And like I said, no punches, no dies to go with this, but you don't even have to fussy cut these out if you don't want to. I just thought they look a little better because we are gonna pop these up with some Stampin' Dimensionals. Zana, okay, Zana, I think that was the second one. Thank you for watching. I hope you are enjoying the projects. So we're gonna stick these on with Stampin' Dimensionals. So we're gonna use some of these leftover end pieces because these work perfect for that. And we're gonna kind of tilt them at an angle here. So this one's gonna go kind of facing in, and this one's gonna go just a little bit lower, facing in there. Okay, so the symbols mean miracle great happened there. Okay, so you must spin them both and kind of form like a miracle happened kind of sentence, maybe, I guess. I apologize. I want to make sure I'm doing it justice. All right, we're gonna stamp the spin sentiment, and we're gonna stamp that twice. That is using our Tuxedo black ink, and again, spare piece of boho blue. I may go off screen just a little bit. I just want to make sure it's straight. It's kind of a small stamp here, so we're just gonna do that. I did it on opposite ends because we're gonna bring in our paper trimmer again to trim these off. So we've got our first spin there and our second one. And then we're just gonna trim these at a straight edge. Here we go, one, and oops, drop that one. And that. right, since these are so small, we're gonna use liquid glue to adhere them down. And the first one is gonna kind of hang off the circle a little bit. Make sure it's straight. And then the second one is gonna hang off the other side of the circle. There we go. And then to finish this off, we are gonna use 3 of the silver festive pearls. And we're gonna add 2 up here. And then 1 down there. So here is our second project featuring the Celebrate the Miracle stamp set. I really like this one. I feel like this is more of a formal Hanukkah card because it looks a little more stepped up, but it's still beautiful, and the silver pearls just really kind of you know, pop off the project. So I hope you guys like this one. The texture of that embossing folder really brings together the project. So I really like that one. All right, this is my favorite one that we're gonna create today. So Hanukkah, they have these gold coins, and so while we don't have metallic gold ink, crushed curry was the closest that I could get to like a true gold color. But we're gonna use some gold foil paper in the background here. So our card base is a blueberry bushel and 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And we are going to use our bone folder here to crisp up our line, and we're just gonna set this off to the side because we're gonna create our own designer series paper. Now this stamp set comes with 2 different Stars of David. This one is the one that we're gonna stamp here on the outside, which has, it's not filled in on the inside of the image, but this one is what we're gonna create our own pattern designer series paper with in the background. Now for that, we'll need blueberry bushel ink, and I will bring out my well-loved grid paper so that if we stamp off, we are not getting that all over. And so we've got the smaller Star of David, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to ink it up and stamp wherever I feel like it should land. So you can get as close and detailed as you'd like. You can have these all over your project. You can have them kind of hanging half off. So we are just gonna do a couple all over here and create our own background image. There we go. Now we're gonna leave the blueberry bushel open because we're also going to stamp that bigger image. So we have just a spare piece of basic white. This is what I used for the dreidels first, and we're gonna stamp the larger Star of David. And this one we're gonna fussy cut out. Go. And then also I've got, again, 2 just scratch pieces of basic white. We're gonna stamp the sentiment Hanukkah in this blueberry bushel. And then we can close up the blue and move on to our crushed curry. So crushed curry, we're gonna use that same happy sentiment, which I need to find, here it is, and I need to clean it off really quick. So use my Stampin' Scrub, clean that stamp off. And crushed curry, we're gonna stamp the happy and also the coins. So here's happy. And then the coins are gonna go on this spare paper as well. And I think I just put my finger in my ink pad. I mean, you're not crafting if you don't have ink everywhere and on you and just all over the place. Okay, So let's move some of these out of the way and let's fussy cut this out. So like I mentioned earlier, these are really easy to cut out. You have rounded edges on the coins. I wouldn't suggest making a lot of this card unless you really like to fussy cut. But for a one-time project, it's not too bad to fussy cut these out. Right, there we go. And then this Star of David is just super easy to cut out, all straight lines. So no need to worry about that one. Very simple to cut it out. Now, one of my Stampin' Up! Friends who is Jewish was on the panel to help Stampin' Up! Design this stamp set. So I showed her these projects before I was supposed to go live last week, and she really liked them. So I'm glad that I have done Hanukkah the justice it deserves. And there we go. So very simple to cut those out. And then the last thing we need to do before we assemble is just to trim down our sentiment pieces here. There we go. And then our last one here. Like I said, this is a great way to use some scraps up. A lot of this project is scraps, so very simple to use this up. All right, the first thing we're gonna do is we are gonna add our designer series paper that we made to our card base. So that's gonna go right in the middle here. All right, so we're gonna put that off to the side. We are gonna use vellum. If you've never worked with vellum, you can see it's semi-opaque cardstock. It's thinner than our paper cardstock, but we're gonna use that with our metallic gold paper, foil paper. I pre-die cut this with the Nested Essentials dies, and so we're gonna add that to our card base first. Now normally when we work with regular cardstock, we start from the card base and then add our layers on top. With vellum, you want to work from the top and work your layers down, because that'll tell you exactly where to glue your card down with. Because vellum, if you were to add glue to the back of this, you would see the adhesive showing through. So now that we have this piece on here, we're just going to add our layers on top, and then we'll flip it over, and that'll show us exactly where to add our cardstock. So our adhesive. So this helps, all these little pieces help show us where we're gonna put adhesive on the back. So our first sentiment, Hanukkah, is gonna go right across there. Make sure it's straight. Our happy is gonna go above that. Right there. Our Star of David's gonna go on first, just with liquid glue here. And that's gonna go in the upper left corner. And then our coins are gonna go on with dimensionals. Now on the outside of the dimensionals, like I had mentioned, you always wanna use these little pieces. But with these coins, these longer strips of dimensionals work perfect because they are not as bulky, and this image is thinner and longer. So it works perfect for these edges of dimensionals. And that's just gonna go kind of right above our sentiment. So now we can take this whole piece, and then we're gonna flip it over, and where the cardstock is, that's where we're gonna add our adhesive. So that'll help prevent our adhesive showing through. So we have little dots here on the star, and this is gonna go right in the middle of our card. Now I'm gonna use kind of a big block here for a few seconds to hold that down. And in the meantime, grab my pearls. We're gonna use 3 of the gold festive pearls. And there we go. We're gonna add 2 right in here. And then 1 down here right on our sentiment. And there is our last card today, featuring the Celebrate the Miracle stamp set. Like I said, this one's my favorite. I love the blue with the gold, that pop of gold there in the background. You can kind of see the shine when I tilt the card. But just a fun project to create some Hanukkah cards for your friends. So let's go ahead and bring in all 3 projects that we worked on today, and you can let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. We have our Star of David and gold coins. We have our dreidels, and then our menorah card. So let me know which one is your favorite. I have to say that gold one is definitely my favorite here today. And I'm so excited to share these projects with my Jewish friends. And I hope you guys are excited to share them with yours as well. Don't forget, if you are wanting this week's class kit, that you can place an order by the end of the day, midnight on December 1st, using the host code that's on the screen here. $35 prior to shipping and tax, and I will send you the kit for free. If your order is $50 or more, I'll send you a package of the festive pearls as well to go along with your projects. Don't forget, the November card class to go deadline to register is this coming Thursday. And then also, if you want to sign up for Club Craft and Create, the deadline for that is December 8th. I look forward to seeing you next week on my regular night of Monday as we walk through more holiday projects as I continue my crafting series.